Hey you, it's Bea the Prophet here, and I'm almost ready to guide you through a law of attraction reading. My guides told me to have a piece of gum, so sometimes they say that and then I do it. Anyway, welcome. Welcome back to those who are rejoining. I appreciate each and every being joining the meeting. Follow me now in this infinite moment for a message for the collected and individuals. Set an intention for this meeting. You already know what you want the reading to clarify. You attracted this reading, and I am cooperating with you. And it's mutually beneficial. As I'm pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Let us know any additional connections you made in the comments below the video, and the collected will benefit from the collective intuition. This is a body, mind, and spirit message addressing the basic human needs for self-actualization aligned with the 7 chakras. The 9 chakras. Let's start with why Spirit has called this meeting and caused these cards to fly all the way over there. So we have this on the bottom, and this, and that, and this, and that. We have a pair on the table. Okay. Let's see why Spirit has called this meeting. In the Spirit position, aligned with the crown chakra, we have the 7 of fire. The 7 of fire is about standing up for yourself. So before the 7 is the 6. So there's a certain amount of victory that has already come. A victory has already come. And with that comes maybe doubt that it wasn't just a fluke, it wasn't just luck. But you can see in this picture, this character is using a wand that is the upgraded version. It's the 2.0 wand. They have fire on the end of their stick, whomever is pointing sticks at this character. But she has a laser, like a lightsaber even. And then she has one fist. Well, both of them are fists, so she's ready. But one fist is pulled back as if she's gonna, that's usually the punch. Remember video games long ago? There was always like an uppercut punch that would get the highest bad guy in the end. That's how the games usually were won. So something to do with an uppercut. In the position of mind, align with the Earth Star chakra, what you are meant to acknowledge is the energy of the Queen of Earth. This is the current focus on your mind. Generosity, practicality, graciousness, and also materialism. But you think you have, you have evidence of your ability to make anything more beautiful. In the position of body, we have the 7 of earth. This is aligned with the Gaia chakra and what you're meant to trust. So the 7 of earth is about reflection, assessment, and knowledge. So we're talking about, because it's earth, material wealth, money in general, career, manifestation. So the assessment, the reflection, and the knowledge on what you have materialized so far, or manifested so far, or actualized so far. So you can see in this card, she's planted seeds, and now she has the flowers that come from those seeds, and they are big and beautiful and abundant. So she just needs to tend to them for a while and enjoy them, is what I heard. Water them, nurture them. And then in the position of security, we have the King of Earth. This is aligned with the root chakra and how you feel about your sense of security. This was in the same position not long ago. And the King has to do with compassion, accomplishment, and charisma. The King is very grounded. And by grounded, I mean the King is attuned to the Gaia chakra. I was just talking about in the last reading about how the law of gravity keeps us connected to the earth, and therefore the source. We are connected to the source through the law of gravity. We manifest in the image of our source. We create in the image of our source through the law of attraction. So these are just two laws of physics that are available to us, that are given to us. This is our will, our power, our willpower, right? So you are feeling accomplished and grounded, like accomplished and connected and accomplished. And ready to listen or hear, as he's sitting as if he's going to be spoken to about something specific, and he is wanting to really take it in. He looks interested. He's looking straight on at it. In the position of health, align with the sacral chakra. This is what you care about, what needs to be taken care of, either nurtured or cut out. We have the moon card again, and the moon. So what needs to be taken care of is listening to your intuition, so that you can have revelations that will make things clear. I'm looking at, it's so distracted by, and I was getting a message in, but I didn't know what the message was until I knew what the message was. And so I'm focused on these two animals in this card. They're dogs, and it was a couple of readings ago, and I was like, what about the dog? So maybe this is what about the dog. So anyway, I always watch the current cartoons because I like to talk to my young nieces and nephews, children. They know things, and we can learn a lot of things from them, but we don't always know how to talk to them because people didn't know how to talk to us, so we didn't have a model. But I learned about it. Anyway, so I watch the cartoons as conversation starters, and then I impart wisdom without judging them, without telling them what to do. I teach them like how to summarize the movie in an efficient way, because a lot of children don't know how to do that, to look for the moral in the story, all of these kinds of things. And so these dogs reminded me of, now I don't even know the name of the movie. I think it was Super Pets. And my cousin and I were talking. She's 6. We were talking about what it meant. And one part that we really had a good time talking about was how one of the dogs, and maybe you've seen this movie, maybe you should watch this movie, I don't know, because the new animated movies are of high quality. They are giving out, many of them, most of them are giving out the right messages for people to not have the trauma of what the things made for me as a child gave me a lot of beliefs that were not my own, but so many people gathered around them to see them in the movies or what have you. They felt like truths, but I later learned those aren't truths, and now the movies are produced with a different sense of responsibility. Anyway, so one dog was Super, and he didn't know how to be a dog. And so the dog that was up for adoption or something, he had to teach him how to sniff, how to use the superpowers of a dog. And so the superpowers that dogs already have, because the super dog lost his powers for a short period of time. So he had to teach him that dogs already have superpowers, like they can smell things, and I forgot what else. But it reminded me of that movie. I got that image in my head, so I thought I would give you that. So there may be for you powers within you that you are not recognizing as super, or you are not recognizing the super in another or some other or some others. We have some return guests, which is reminding me of, I watched this show She-Hulk, and she always had the famous people to kind of get the show going, get the momentum of the show going. So the Hulk is in it, and the Abomination, and Megan the Stallion. There's a lot of cameos, but then in one episode she lets you know that it's not sustainable. They're not going to keep having cameos to push the show along. You're either with them now or you're not. And they haven't had cameos since. Well, the Abomination did come back, but and they put Megan the Stallion in like the promos. But anyway, in the position of esteem, you have the 2 of water. So the esteem position aligns with the solar plexus chakra, and it's what you do. So your best quality and skill. In this case, in this position, it's exchanging gifts. The affirmation I'm hearing is the power of pleasure can guide your life if you let it. Power of pleasure can guide your life if you let it. So this is the best quality and skill for the actualization. In the position of belonging, which aligns with the heart chakra. It's what you love, so how you create the love energy that you need. We have the Page of Fire, and this card is talking about finish what you start. Finish what you start. So this is how you create the love you need. And I imagine you know what it's talking about. Or if you don't know, you will soon. In the position of the actualization aligned with the throat chakra, we have the Balance card, also known in other decks as the Temperance card. And it's how you speak, or how you express yourself in the actualization. So self-control, patience, and balance. Self-control, patience, and balance. Let's see if there's words of wisdom from this deck. Appreciate your talents. It's what has come out. Feel like that is pretty self-explanatory. And I was talking a little bit about that here, appreciating your talent. So I wasn't sure, as this card came out, I wasn't sure if it was that you weren't recognizing your own talents as valuable or the talents of others. But Spirit is clarifying that ambiguity with appreciate your talents. Let's see. Oh, wow, that card came out pretty fast. Okay, in the position of the Answer, we have the Knight of Air, and the Answer position aligns with the intuitive or brow chakra. This is what you're meant to see or learn. To be decisive, focused, and driven is the highlighted word. Be careful of being defensive, so being open to new information with your endeavor, but being driven and focused and also decisive. Let's see if this deck wants to tell us what influences are at work. What influences are at work outside of you? We have the Holy Grail. Now you saw how many times, if you were here at the last reading, this was in the same position. And I just went around a couple of times with those cards, and this card came right back out. So the Holy Grail, it says inner discovery, finding sacredness, and you are what you seek. Let's see what's going to happen as we talk about the heart of the matter with this deck. Whoa, that's way too many cards. It's only this space right here. And there's like 7 cards. Okay, so that was an accident. Maybe you saw what the cards were. It's unlikely because of the way these cards are made. I can't flip this card over. Maybe this is the card that really wanted to come out and the others were just collateral damage. This is the Two of Pentacles, if you can see. These cards seem like such a good idea, and I love them. They are beautiful from here, but I don't know if the camera loves them as much as I do, but it's the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is about balancing. So we talked about balance a couple of times in this reading, as well as the last reading. Partnership and duality for twos, and we're talking about the physical world. So partnerships and your manifestations, the duality of your manifestations. So it's talking about adapting, being resourceful, flexible, yeah. So that's what's at the heart of the matter. That's what I have for now. Take this message however it resonates for you. Look forward to the components of this message showing up in the coming hours, days, and weeks in different ways. That's just how the law of attraction works. And until next time, remember, you and you alone create your reality.